Arkansas finally landed the center this roster was missing. Caleb Ourigou committed to John Calipari and the Razorbacks, and while he is still officially listed in the 2027 class, the expectation is that he will reclassify and join Arkansas for the upcoming season. That part is not official yet, so Arkansas fans still have to wait for the final announcement. But this recruitment was clearly handled like Arkansas was trying to fill an immediate need. Calipari did not chase Ourigou this hard just to wait another year. He wanted another physical center on this roster, and Ourigou has the body to play college basketball right now. He is around 6'10", 240 to 245 pounds, with a 7'3" wingspan. He is already 18 years old, and physically he does not look like a normal high school player trying to jump into the SEC early. He is strong, he likes contact, he rebounds with force, protects the rim, and does not need Arkansas to call plays for him to make an impact. Arkansas already had talent. The Razorbacks had elite guards, athletic wings, shooting, and multiple players close to 7 feet. What they did not have was a true bruiser in the middle. He is the player Calipari can put on the floor when Arkansas is facing a team that wants to pound the ball inside, dominate the glass, and turn the game into a fight. Ourigou spent last season playing for the Cold Hearts at Overtime Elite. His raw numbers were 6.2 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 1.2 blocks per game, while shooting 57.3% from the floor. The scoring number doesn't jump off the screen, but he only played 17.2 minutes per game. That means he was nearly averaging 8 rebounds while playing less than half the game. He also grabbed 3.2 offensive rebounds per game. That is the stat that should get Arkansas fans excited. Ourigou doesn't stand around waiting for somebody to give him the ball. He creates his own opportunities by attacking the glass. He can give Arkansas extra possessions without taking shots away from Jordan Smith, Jeremiah Wilkinson, Billy Richmond, or the rest of the guards. When he received a bigger role on the Nike EYBL circuit, his production increased. Across 11 games, he averaged 12.3 points, 8.6 rebounds, and 2 blocks while shooting 63.7% from the floor. During one 4-game stretch with Calipari and the Arkansas staff watching, Ourigou averaged 12.5 points, 10.3 rebounds, and 2 blocks on better than 62% shooting. That is when Arkansas really started pushing. He does not need the offense built around him. His entire value comes from making the offense easier for everybody else. That is why his fit with Jordan Smith could be so dangerous. Smith is coming to Arkansas as one of the best guards in the country. He averaged 26.6 points, 6.3 rebounds, 5.6 assists, and 3.2 steals during his senior season. He is going to attack the basket. He is too strong and athletic to spend the entire game settling for jump shots. Ourigou gives him a large target around the rim. The defense either stays attached to Ourigou and gives Smith a path to the basket, or it helps on Smith and leaves Ourigou open for an easy finish. The fit with Moranen might be even more important. Moranen is around 6'11", but he is not a traditional center. He is at his best running the floor, playing away from the basket, and using his skill. Without Ourigou, Arkansas could have been forced to play Moranen at center against bigger and stronger SEC frontcourts. Now Calipari can use Moranen at power forward while Ourigou handles the physical work inside. Moranen can pull a defender away from the basket. Ourigou can control the paint. One gives Arkansas shooting and movement, the other gives Arkansas strength and rebounding. That front court makes much more sense than asking Moranen to wrestle with 250-pound centers every night. Ourigou also gives Arkansas a real defensive safety net. Calipari is going to have athletic guards and wings pressuring the ball. Smith, Richmond, J.J. Andrews, and Abdul Toure can be more aggressive when they know there is a long physical center waiting behind them. There are still weaknesses in Ourigou's game. He is not a shooter right now. His three-point shot is not ready, and he made only 44% of his free throws during the overtime elite season. That is the biggest concern. Ourigou is going to get fouled because of how physically he plays. If he cannot make free throws, opponents will simply prevent the dunk and send him to the line. That could make it difficult for Calipari to use him late in close games. His post game is also still developing. He can seal defenders and finish with power, but he does not have a long list of moves. When he faces an SEC center who is just as strong, he will not always be able to overpower him. His defense away from the rim will also be tested. Ourigou runs the floor well, but he is not built to switch onto quick guards all night. Teams would try to pull him into high ball screens and force him to defend in space. Arkansas should keep him closer to the paint and use more drop coverage when he is in the game. Let the guard fight over the screen while Ourigou protects the lane. His minutes will depend on the matchup. Against smaller teams that spread the floor with 5 shooters, Calipari may use Mourinen at center and surround him with guards and wings. Against bigger teams that want to dominate the paint, Ourigou could play 22 or 24 minutes and become one of the most important players on the floor. The opening night starting lineup could still have Cooper Bowser at center. Bowser averaged 13.8 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 1.2 blocks at Furman. He shot 76.6% from the floor and has several years of college experience. Bowser will understand defensive rotations and scouting reports better than a reclassified freshman. Calipari may trust him more during the early part of the season. But by the time Arkansas enters SEC play, my projected starting lineup is Jordan Smith at point guard, Jeremiah Wilkinson at shooting guard, Billy Richmond on the wing, Mika Mourinen at power forward, and Caleb Ourigou at center.
My prediction for his first season is 7.4 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 1.4 blocks in around 19 minutes per game. I expect him to shoot close to 60% from the floor because nearly all of his attempts will come around the basket. I would expect his free throw percentage to finish somewhere between 52 and 58%. There will be growing pains. He will be moving up an entire class and immediately playing against SEC centers who are 3 or 4 years older, but his strengths should translate faster than the strengths of most young centers. You do not need years of experience to play hard, set strong screens, attack the glass, and finish dunks. Even when he is not scoring, he can still help Arkansas win. The commitment also shows that Calipari can still close a major recruitment. Arkansas offered Ourigou after his strong spring. The Razorbacks brought him to Fayetteville for an official visit, showed him how he would be used, and made it clear there was an immediate role waiting for him.
Kentucky, UConn, and BYU were all involved, but Arkansas had the clearest need. Calipari could show Ourigou exactly what was missing. Arkansas had skilled big men. It had talented scorers. It had athletic guards and wings. It did not have another 245-pound center with a 7'3" wingspan who wanted to control the paint. The reclassification still has to become official, and that is the final step Arkansas is waiting on. But if Ourigou joins this roster now, he will not be coming to Fayetteville just to sit on the bench and develop. He will play immediately because Arkansas needs what he brings. He could begin the season behind Bowser, earn more minutes during non-conference play, and move into the starting lineup by the beginning of the SEC schedule. Jordan Smith and Jeremiah Wilkinson will probably lead Arkansas in scoring. Mourinen may have the biggest highlights. Richmond will make the energy plays. But when Arkansas plays a physical team and a game is decided by rebounding, rim protection, and toughness, Caleb Ourigou could be the player who changes everything. Arkansas already had enough talent to be dangerous. Now Calipari may have finally found the center who makes the entire roster fit.